Are we recording? Yes, we are recording. I hate to be recording because I am so I am just so not used to this. So, and I don't want to be loud either. So, I'm gonna try to make this really quick and really brief. Brief. So I wanted to say that what I want to say. I want to say that this. Well, first of all, I want to say welcome to the Dontrell Station, the Dontrell channel. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't seen you guys in so long. I miss you guys. I really do want to say that. First of all, I want to say that I miss all of you. I miss all of you. I'm actually eating pizza right now. I'm on break. I'm at work. Talk about that later. Anyway, yes, I'm on break. I'm at work, and I hate to record and eat at the same time. That's like talk with your mouth full. I hate for folks to talk with your. Why you talk with your mouth full? Why are you talking with food in your mouth? That is just so nasty, so rude, and so disgusting. Don't nobody want to see you talk with all that dang on food in your mouth. I hate when folks do that. This is just a pet peeve, I guess. I don't know. But I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat because I'm on break and I need to hurry up and eat because if I don't eat, I'm gonna have to wait till I get off of work and I don't want to go through the rest of the work day kind of hungry or wish I had eaten or whatever. But I also want to do this video because first of all, I haven't seen you guys in so long. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Dontrell Station, the Dontrell channel. That is Dontrel. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, that is Dontrel. Now, if you put that in, if you type that in, I should be the first person that comes up. And subscribe to my YouTube page. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're going to have so much fun. I have to get used to doing this. Okay, so I don't want to waste too much time either, but I'm gonna do some more recording later on today. So this here review is like I said, please subscribe to my YouTube page. I'm gonna try my best to keep doing these videos, especially if I'm getting decent reviews and if people are leaving comments, so please feel free to give me a like as well. So what was I gonna say? So listen, this here is a LGBTQ community type of station, so I'm gonna be talking everything about from homosexuals to lesbians to transgenders. Jeez, it's so many different categories out there, which is so weird because of the fact that me personally, I don't feel like, you should categorize somebody. Don't put somebody in the categorize them. Don't put somebody in a box because, you know, it's probably so many other things that that person is well and capable of doing, but for some reason we as humans, we just love to put people in boxes and love to categorize people and love to, oh yeah, you, oh yeah, that's just what we do. As humans, including myself, maybe sometimes I try not to, but I hate if I do that. So what do I want to say first? Shout out to first of all, I want to say shout out to G Status because I watched it this morning. I watched it this morning and I definitely got a kick out of it. And another thing that I want to say is that for those of you who have not been watching my channel, and for those of you, ooh, he is so fine. Ooh, he is nice. I'm gonna stop looking at him, cause this fool is in front of my face. And I'm about to stop looking at this fool, cause first of all, he don't know I'm looking at him. So, and I definitely don't want to do folks like that, cause I don't want nobody to make me feel uncomfortable. So, but especially those pants he got on. Okay, let me stop. So, what do I want to say? I want to say, shout out to everybody on G Status, and shout out to everybody on the Come Up New York. Shout out to everybody on Chasing Atlanta, Chasing Dallas, or something like that. I watch all of these shows. I've been watching all of these shows ever since so and then at the same time I said that I was gonna try to separate myself from a lot of heterosexuals. Yeah, that's what I said I was gonna do. I said I was gonna try to separate myself from a lot of heterosexuals. I don't wanna, put myself in that environment. I'd rather put myself in an environment that I'm comfortable in, that I at least know a little bit of something about, and we'll just see what goes from there. So, let's talk about let's talk about the Miami show. We can't talk about the New York one. What is it called? The Come Up New York or something like that. Yeah, Spanky. I be watching a lot of Spanky videos. Shout out to Spanky. Shout out to Spanky. I just started watching his videos, by the way, probably about like a little over 5-6 months ago or something like that. And it's somebody else. I believe he's on Chasing. It's so many people out there with YouTube pages. And it's so many people out there doing just video recording, camcording, and just, because, that's what people are doing nowadays. People are staying at home, and people are doing social media, Facebook, all that other stuff like that. So, I'm saying hello to you guys. So, what I want to say that I definitely want to start. I'm gonna start off with G Status. Man, G Status. It was. G Status is by far one of the best shows that I have been hooked on, and I've really been hooked on G Status. Let me see. First of all, they seem like they are as of age. A lot of them other shows, they are just so young. They're so young looking, I feel like I doubled them. I do. I feel like I doubled them fools when it comes to the age or whatever. But this is the reason why I don't like to talk and do videos at the same time. Because it's a waste of time. But G Status was so amazing. Okay, so what I want to talk about. This episode here was episode 8, where they were twerking. And I don't want to get emotional either. I feel like I'm about to get emotional already, and I just laughed. I just laughed. Now I feel like I'm about to cry. And this is why I don't like to do these videos. Okay. Anybody out there knows me, knows that I am very emotional and very sensitive. I can cry. Just like that. You see how I'm just laughing? And I feel like tears in my eyes right now. Just like that. Okay. Well, first of all, I wanted to say that because of the fact that on an everyday type of life, I be feeling so alone. I really do. I feel so alone. And if any homosexuals out there or anybody that's curious or whatever, if you feel like you're alone, take a stab at this show. Like literally, no, no, not literally, but take a stab at watching G Status. It's so many people on there that you can kind of relate to. I do mean kind of, because as much as I, say that I'm a homosexual or whatever, and this is a homosexual show, them folks on that show is mad off the chain. I am for real. I am for real. Okay, Phor. I always call that fool. I always call that fool Phor for some reason. Cause his name starts up with P. It's the Phor, but it's not Phor, it's Phor. And I keep forgetting to say Phor. I always say Phor for some reason. Don't know why. But that kid is a nut job. He is. That kid is so loony. Ever since the first episode, boy, that first episode, he swung that plate way across the dang on dining room table. I said, "Oh dear." That was something. But but you know what, he came a long ways. At first I was kind of on the fence about him. I was like, okay, I like him. I was like, no, I don't like him. Okay, I like him. No, I don't like him. You know what? And I gotta keep watching it. They really haven't showed any episodes within a good 2 or 3 weeks now. But that one episode that he was in, he just kept talking and 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 kept talking, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind listening to anybody that don't you know what you're talking about, and you sound intelligent, you sound smart, and he sound all of the above. He does. He sounds very smart, very intelligent. He talks a lot. He can spun up a good story, a good tale. He's a comedian. He makes you laugh. But dear, that first episode, that I'm not gonna say it was the first episode, but the one he swung it, and I want to say it was their one on one or confessionals or something like that. He just seemed to be doing a lot. And like I said, I was reading some of the comments. I don't want to go into it or whatever. I was reading some of the comments or whatever, and they said that, oh yeah, he's probably, probably juiced up on something. I hate to say that. Is either wired up on something or whatever, whatever, whatever. And that's what I read, but I didn't get too far into that because I don't know anything about that. So I said, good, Dontrell, shoot, at least you don't know. I said, Dontrell, if you don't know anything about that, don't go searching. Cause they were saying something about like some type of drugs, and the only thing I know anything about is drinking a little bit of liquor or alcohol and probably smoking a little bit of green. Other than that, I don't do too much. I don't really, not too much anyways. But anyways, dear, what was I saying? I haven't even ate my pizza yet and I want to eat my food. So anyway, I definitely want to say for good luck. Poor, see, there I go again. Poor, he actually subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. I think what happened is that I was watching something maybe like the Miami or something like that, or Chasing Atlanta or something like that. And I said, oh yeah, hey, subscribe. Oh, I was watching probably G Status, and I said, okay, hey, subscribe. And he said, okay, and he turned around and he subscribed to my YouTube page, which is really cool. So that was really nice. He's also cute too, by the way. By the way, listen, everybody on that show is very attractive, very cute, very handsome, very gentlemanly, because they are. I thought I had a favorite. I'm about to tell you guys who my favorite was. My favorite was Devon. He was my favorite on last season or something like that. But then as soon as I saw him, I said, oh yes. I saw him. He didn't have to say anything. I just saw him. I said, oh yes, he's my favorite already, because he's chocolate, he's beautiful, he's handsome, he's dark skinned. I think that's when he dyed the top of his hair. He dyed the top of his hair like brown or something like that, and all that other stuff, whatever. But I initially liked him and I gravitated to him the first time I saw that he's the person who made me feel comfortable with even watching the show anyway. But then, of course, like as the episodes is going, he just became so erratic. He really did. Devon just became so erratic. He became scary. I'm watching it. I'm at home. Listen, I'm at home watching this shit. I'm at home watching this shit. And like the way he'd just snap and just turn on and just zoop. And I was like straight up fearing for my life. I never even met this guy. I never met anybody on this show. By the way, shout out to Hakeem. I believe I've seen Hakeem before. On today's episode, he said something about the Total and a Drew Hill concert. Excuse me. Excuse me. He said something about that Drew Hill concert with Total. I think that's what I seen him. I seen Hakeem around plenty of times, I believe. I don't think I've ever I believe I've spoken to him maybe like once or something like that, like in passing. Like one time, years and years and years ago. Like if he seen me, he probably wouldn't know. But he has a face that nobody will never forget. Like, anyway. But I saw him. And when I see him, man, I only have 30 minutes. Let me see. And when I seen him, wait a minute, when I seen him, he said something about the Total Dream. I was there at that concert because who opened the dang on show? I do not. I believe Case opened the show. Case opened the show. Then after Case, I believe it was Total. Then after Total, and I went there with my best friend. Rest in peace, Shalandra Spencer. I went there with my best friend. Shout out to Shalandra Spencer. Rest in peace. Shout out. I went there with her, and we enjoyed ourselves. She wanted to see Faith Evans. She was so happy and so proud and excited to see Faith Evans. I believe I won tickets off the radio station, maybe V103 or 107.9 or something like that. And we also won backstage passes or whatever. And I wanted to see Total. I believe Drew Hill was back there at backstage and Case was back there at backstage. I'm about to tell y'all what happened. Me and Shalandra, we went down there to the backstage. Case was standing there with like a gray. He was standing there with gray. No, it was it Case? No, it was not Case. It was that Where I Wanna Be. I want to say it was Donnell Jones. It was either Case or it was either Donnell Jones. I don't remember. But anyway, he's standing there talking to somebody or something like that. And when nobody else down there, it wasn't no other artist down there but him at the time. But and it was so many. It was quite a bit. It was quite a bit of like regular people, that wanted to go, backstage or whatever, and but. And so it was somebody and so when they said that's Case or Donnell Jones or something like that, it was so many people that bum rushed him because wasn't nobody even around him. Didn't nobody even know who he was until somebody said it. And when that person said it, everybody went over there. And I think Drew Hill probably came down there too. But I was interested in Total, and I don't think Total did. So anyway, I only brought that up because he brought it up, and I said, I was there, and I even have pictures. I remember. Look, I'm getting sensitive and I'm getting emotional about it already because I didn't know he was. Oh yeah, well. But so I definitely want to say shout out to Hakeem, and by far Hakeem is definitely one of my favorites. So we was talking about the Devon. Devon was one of my favorites. He started off being one of my favorites, and then he kind of like trickled down because he started acting so irate and so ding dong, so crazy. He did, but he definitely came around. So I, especially on today's episode, I didn't get a chance to finish watching today's episode, but I'm gonna definitely finish watching it as soon as I get home today. But now I'm gonna do some recording too, so you guys please subscribe to my channel because we're gonna be talking about this. We're gonna be talking about G Status. We're gonna be talking about the Come Up Miami. We're gonna be talking about what the hell are we gonna be talking about? We're gonna talk about Lil Nas X. Like I said, we're gonna be talking about every single thing in the LGBTQ community station. And I definitely want to tell everybody out there who feel like you're, possibly could be or curious or afraid or whatever, listen, you have one life to live. And if it's something that you want to experience it. Because if you don't experience, you're going to be 60 years old, 70 years old, wishing you shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And I remember reading this one comment, I don't even remember where I got it from. But this guy said that, he wasn't comfortable with his sexuality till he didn't come out until he was like 60 something years old. I said, what? Shout out to my friend Robert. Well, yeah. Shout out to my friend Robert. And the only reason I say shout out to him because I said, Robert, do anybody know you're a homosexual? He said, no, Cheryl. He said, hell yes. He said, no, Cheryl, I'm way too old to be hiding my sexuality from anybody. So when he said that to me, it definitely gave me a little bit more confidence to be open with myself. And I'm more confident. I'm not going to say I'm more confident. I'm more comfortable now than what I have been before. So I definitely want to say that. Shout out to Robert for, helping me along with that. So, yes, Charlie Exile, he is so fine. Charlie Exile is so cute and so attractive. He's definitely one of my favorites. He's what, you know what? Everybody on this show is my favorite. I gotta get ready to go. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I love you guys so much. Bye. And subscribe, please.